Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about rumors. Let's talk about facts.
We gon' talk about life. We gon' talk about death. Romance, finances, generational wealth.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm great.
How
you doing?
Good. Can you see me? I look real dark.
I can see you.
Okay.
Well, you know I have this superimposed light.
Oh, I know you do. I know that you do. So how's it going? Wait a minute here. Excuse me. Hello. Welcome to my name is Marshy Dudley.
And I'm Toya Lewis.
And welcome to
Listen, we act like we just seeing each other for the first time, and
I know.
Well, we are.
You want to know something? This is our first time ever doing it like this, though. So to me, it almost feels weird.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So, we got some really good topics tonight.
Yes, we do, and we hope we have a whole bunch of participation.
Yes. So, are we talking about the men's health part first, or defunding the police first?
Let's discuss men's health.
I think so too.
So Akil was gonna get on with us, and then he changed his mind. He was like, he didn't feel like he could contribute to the conversation. Like,
why did he feel that?
And I said, Akil, you have something to contribute, because my main thing about men's health is men don't take their health seriously.
And
he can speak on how, when I was like, Akil, your foot is gonna fall off because you don't want to tell somebody something is going on with you, because he has eczema really, really bad.
Yeah.
And he's young. So if it's already embedded in him to be embarrassed about a health situation, you know what I'm saying? And hey, we didn't embed that. I didn't.
I was just about to say, where did he get that from?
I didn't put that in.
Where did he get it from?
He didn't get it from me, because I go to the doctor. The least little thing, I got a hangnail, I'm going.
So
and I asked him, I said, well, what was the problem? Why didn't you want to tell us that something was wrong with you? He was like, he was just embarrassed.
Okay, and that kind of leads up to that's why there's a stat. I sent it to you. It says that, let me get it because I don't want to quote anything wrong, so I don't want anybody. It says 63% of men are too embarrassed or afraid to go to the doctor, versus 31% of women. And I think that for men, and we've talked, if you remember, we've talked about, the health, Black health, but we talked about it from the perspective of whites and Blacks. But tonight we're talking about as far as versus men, women. And I think that men are taught that they have to be tough, and that any type of going to the doctor, complaining, whatever, is a sign of weakness. So I think that that's why they struggle so much, and that's why they struggle with their health. What do you think?
I believe that as well. And I don't know the root of that. I wish I knew. I don't know what to attach it to kind of get a better understanding of what they're doing today.
I think it's
because I think about all my uncles and all of my cousins, my brother. I have a lot of men in my family.
mm-hmm.
And that's not one of the things that's top on their priority. Their health isn't.
And like I said, I just really think that it's that mindset of back in the day. Oh, you're a punk. You ain't no man. You need to toughen up. You need to do this. This
Nikita just said, I think there are many people of color that don't trust doctors.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And we
But
talked about that
back
too.
To the experiment?
Mm-hmm.
Does that go back to the Tuskegee experiment?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I definitely think so. And even now, we just experienced with this whole COVID thing, less African Americans were willing to go and get the shot first, than any other group. And somebody just said that I gotta get back so I can see who's talking.
This is Nikita. She said that it's because during slavery, they experimented on them a lot of times without anesthesia. I mean, and I don't want to say that's fine because, I use that a lot. But today we're not in those times now.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the deal?
Has happened to where we feel that we can't go? That can't be. I mean, that could be a psychological thing. Mm-hmm. Just knowing that's what used to happen. A lot of Black men only want Black doctors.
Pathology. Okay, you have to explain it. Like, I know what pathology means, but what are you saying that are you saying that that's the reason? Meaning that is that Nikita?
Yeah.
Is she okay? Yeah, I just like I say, I think that's like a cop out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they experiment on us. My thing is that
on my great uncle.
Yeah, I think that's a cop out. That there are some things that you just have to get past. Like, and I do. Well, hold on here, because I'm not saying overlook it or anything. Because even now with this COVID thing, the Indians, there was a group of Indians who thought that they were getting the COVID shot, and they were not getting the COVID shot. They were getting a placebo, and they did not know that. And so, of course, it can build distrust when you hear stuff like that. But I'm still convinced that where we're at in our life right now, we can't continue to just keep walking around in that fear. And if you need a Black doctor, go to a Black doctor. There's a lot of Black doctors. So I think What'd you say?
As long as you don't ask for a discount.
Yeah, right. Oh, girl, right.
John Hopkins.
Yeah.
Say again over.
Yeah. Okay,
Repeat, and so last conversation. I said, say again over. I didn't hear what you said.
I don't know what I said.
Well, let's keep it moving then. What you gonna say now?
Okay. Is there a lag on my side?
No, I was reading. I didn't hear what you were saying.
Oh. Okay, this thing says 76. Okay.
Oh, David said Henrietta Lacks and John Hopkins. And he said, look up the history of these two. Now I know about the Henrietta Lacks. I don't know about John
Hopkins. I know about John Hopkins because they even have a hospital named after John Hopkins.
Yeah, I mean, I know that part, but I don't know the history. I'm gonna definitely have to look it up, David.
I'm definitely gonna look it up. I don't know with all everything. I don't. So you know what? I'm glad David is on here. David is very much a health. He's a health fanatic. The, with okay, as far as you lift weights, you try to eat right. Do you go to the doctor? Do you visit the doctor? Why do men have an issue going to the doctor? I want to hear from the men. Why do y'all have an issue going to the doctor? Y'all don't want anybody touching y'all? Like most women, they say they hate pap smears and stuff like that. Let me tell you something.
Listen, let me tell you what I hate. I hate going to the dentist. I promise you, I'd rather get a pap smear every day of my life versus going to the dentist. You can look in there all you want. Just don't be. That in my face is just so. Oh, it's just like it's a lot for me.
So David said he visits the VA very regularly and he has no issues. So David, why do you think that other men have an issue with going to the doctor? And I don't want nobody to say it's distrust. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that is. I think that it's ignorance and fear. That's what I believe. I believe it's ignorance and fear. I think that
ignorance as far as not knowing what.
Not understanding, not listening to your body, not saying, okay, I have an issue. Let me just go see what it is. Instead, we're afraid to find out what it is, or it could be nothing, but we're so afraid. And so we just don't go. And I'm so passionate about that because of what my mama has went through. If she didn't go, even though she is 66 years old, about to be 67, most women don't go get breast exams all the time. You should go if you got a uterus and the boobs and all that. You should be going all the time, yearly, getting all this stuff done. If you got a prostate, if you got a body, your butt should be going yearly to the doctor. If you have a body, it don't even matter about boobs, uteruses, prostates, colons. If you have a body, you should go to the doctor.
David said, scared of what one may find out. Ignorance, suppression of symptoms and feelings.
Wait a minute. I'm going to put your husband on blast. You ain't got to, I will. That day when his back was hurting, he should have been taking this bus to the doctor.
He was pissing me off.
Yes. But he was like, he's so country. He's
right. So, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Yes. But you walking
you don't know that.
You walking around here bow-legged. but I
got me scared to leave the house.
Yes. And when you just go to the doctor, and for me, I make sure that I make Victor appointments because he wouldn't go either. He's silly too. But I just feel like I would rather know. Give me the heads up. I would rather catch it at stage 1 than stage 4.
He just said, David, you weren't always like that.
Do tell.
Okay, I guarantee you, when he was active duty, he wasn't like that. He's trying to be Mr. Hole, Mr. All Army, Mr. I'm leading soldiers. I ain't got time for health issues.
That's crazy.
Because I was like that for a minute, and then I realized that no, well, they brainwash you in the Army.
Y'all a machine.
And so then I realized, I can go to sick call and get this looked at. If I don't necessarily have to turn this here good profile in. I just need it in my records. I don't necessarily need to take it back to let everybody know what's going on with me. I'm going to still continue to do what I was doing. That was me.
But he said, but then retirement hit and I saw the light. Hey, that's all that matters.
Long as you saw the light and you move toward it.
Mm-hmm. This is, and I read this to my husband. It says that the average life expectancy for men in the United States is almost 5 years less than women. Men, they say that their average is 76.2 and women is 81. It says 12.1% of men 18 years and over are in fair or poor health. That's crazy.
You know, a lot of times people don't realize how much their dental health plays a role on their
Yes.
medical health.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain that to Akil too, because I tell you every time, I'm like, why aren't you using your benefits to go get your teeth cleaned? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? So he wasn't using them, and it was pissing me off. Because of course, once they turn 18, they don't even accept parents in there. Like, you can come in to pay for something, but we're not telling you nothing. They're not going to tell you what's going on with your kid, although you're making payments. You're doing co-pays, this, that, and the other. Which is really scary, because if you don't tell me, he's not going to give me the right information.
Yeah.
He's going to give me a half-tailed story versus the medical terminology for different things, and just ensuring that I understand what's happening with him.
And the other thing, when people think about health, the first thing that they think about is, and I'm glad you said dental and stuff like that. The people always go straight to, as far as like being obese and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, a lot of disease starts with poor eating. It definitely does.
Almost everything starts with poor eating habits.
Yeah, and it definitely does. And that's something, like I said, that's something that I battle with. And I'm even now trying to get all of that stuff under control. And I'm not going to lie to anybody.
And I'm a diabetic. And I know a lot of times people go, "You're a diabetic." I sure am. And I know I need to eat better. I know I need to do better. But until you make it a way of life. Until you make it a way of life, it's not going to get any better.
I agree. And for a lot of people, I think that, to be really honest with you, I think that 5-year gap between men and women, I think that it's stress for men. Men don't have men internalize a lot of things. They bury and they don't let it out. Women, we on the other hand, we get it all out. The majority of us, we get it all out. But men, they hide a lot of things. They internalize a lot of things, and they are stressed in so many different areas.
It eats away at their organs. I mean, women too. We don't want to but of course it's men's health. So we're going to keep trying to throw men out there, but it's for both men and women.
Yeah. And we're comparing the two. And so, yeah.
And a lot of times we never listen to it's for whatever reason, we have problems listening to our bodies. Our body's telling us something.
Yes.
If you're going throughout your day and you're not feeling right, something is going on. You have to start listening to your body. It's going to tell you before the big boom. It's going to tell you something. This is why Keita always makes fun of me for using sugarless syrup. I love sugarless syrup, sugar-free syrup. And sweet teas and stevia in my coffee. In his cafefe.
Yeah, like he said, eating and drinking lifestyle has a lot to do with it. And I completely, totally agree with you. And I think that as far as when it comes to comparing the two, men versus women, women will go and get help a lot quicker than men. And I just believe that with anything, whether it's whatever's going on, we're so quick to open up our mouths and, "Oh, I need help," or whatever. He said, "Take it plain and black." Just go without it.
Talking about the coffee.
Yes. I know that, Toya. So yeah, I
Oh my
really think
God.
that. Look, I'm gonna keep right on going. I think I think really that 5 year gap is definitely stress related, and because they don't want to go to the doctor. A lot of stuff could have been caught in time and they didn't. Men hate prostate exams. But I don't, my thing is we have to
Hate
get.
it with a passion.
Hmm.
And it's so weird that because everything goes back to the manly part of them. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I
Like,
guess
I don't
having
know,
somebody
man.
stick their finger in their
Don't they
booty.
make you? Don't they hold you? Make you cough?
Wait a minute. You need to go and Google some of these pictures when these men are doing a prostate exam. Girl, one man was laying on his side with his leg up, and that doctor was behind him, sticking his finger in his booty. I said, man, you know what? Never mind. They got to put a probe in the booty.
I mean, listen, they have that after they turn a certain age of doing it. We go
Yeah.
get PAPs every year. We go
Yes.
get mammograms once we turn 40. Like, they put your breasts, and I don't even have any, and they still be able to
Girl.
do all kinds of stuff to torture you.
Yes.
It's torture. But
And
it's
we
for
have
our
it
best.
way worse.
Right. We have things with our ovaries, with our uterus. Like, you just go get the thing up your behind. It's okay.
And it's not like it's
I'm not
taking
gonna
it
look at you
long.
different. I get colonics every now and then. So I understand.
But yeah, I guess they don't just. My thing is, and especially that testosterone. When men turn 40 and
Their
get in their
testosterone levels.
40s, yes, it drops, and you can always tell they start looking a little bit softer.
How did you feel, David, after the fact? Did you feel violated? That's so funny. Tell me he had to get the finger for Sears school.
Yeah.
But
And I want to know, they probably use 2 fingers. Somebody has a question about the colonic.
What's the question, Keita? They have 2 systems, open and closed. The closed system is you and somebody else.
Okay.
You and then someone's monitoring it. And then the open is you, they have you on the thing and you do everything yourself. Those are the 2 different ones I've done and how it worked.
She said, does it hurt?
It depends on if you get normal activity back there.
So it can. Ooh.
It depends on you. It depends on you, Keita. She said does a lot of poop come out. If your system is backed up, okay, they do a coffee enema. They do some type of enema. They shoot it on up there, and it's up to you how much you can handle, how much pressure you can handle with stuff being shoot up. You shoot. It's good to do colonics, though. It's really good,
sure
especially
is.
if you stay constipated, you're not regular, because it cleans out all the toxins, all the bacteria. And it's real good before you start. Like if you do clean eating, if you say, okay, I'm going to do clean eating, it's good to go ahead and get some of that out of you.
So I think men need to do colonics because a lot of them, they have more colon cancer than women too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, my husband's not going to do it. I already told him he needs to do one. He was like, ain't nobody sticking shit up my. This is the same man whose back was in here, all but killing him. He's not. He's
Yes.
like, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I'm
Yes,
good.
he was there, tore up.
I don't know if that's a date type thing. I mean, we can do a
Y'all can hold each other's hand while you do it.
No, I don't. First of all, I don't want to see nothing. No.
Wait a minute. So you can see this. You can see it coming out.
Yes, there is the system. Because they have to see if it's working.
Yeah,
that's the only way they'll know it's working. As long as they see it, they have to see it coming through the little thing. I don't want to see nobody sticking nothing up my husband behind. That's not a cute date. I don't like that date.
No.
Now we can go get a couple massages. I can do that. I can do a couple's massage. No, not afterwards, because you're gonna have to wash. That's nasty.
Yeah, you have to go in. Okay, wait a minute. So y'all when you leave, when you get up, you don't go take a shower. You just get. Okay.
No, you don't take a shower. They have like wipes and they have like, you can do a whole bath if that's what you call it.
He's silly.
A whole bath like that. Because you have rag. You're not getting in no bathtub. You have the sink and you wash up. But that's not the same thing. You don't smell anything. Nikita's so silly.
No, I do not do number 2 in front of my husband. I pretend. I don't even do that. No.
Well, if he come up in there while I'm in there, that's on him.
No.
Get out of here. Why are you opening this door? Get away. I'm in here using the bathroom. He's about like Gianna. Just come on in the bathroom. Listen, can I get a little bit of privacy?
No.
But to use VI poop, you okay.
Mm-hmm. You all right. Oh my God.
Nothing but flowers. Strawberries and pineapples. Peaches and plums. Oranges.
Wait a minute. So Kita, do you poo-poo in front of your husband?
She said her husband would like to watch her. My hells no.
No. No. I don't even want him to know I do that. No.
He offers to wipe her behind. I cannot. Okay. All right. So we're almost at 30 minutes. Do you want to go into, or did you have something else to discuss with men's health?
Mm-mm.
You know, we had to discuss men's health because it's Men's Health Awareness Month.
Yes, and I just think, with we as a community, even like I say, men, women, whatever, we got to be more conscious about our health. So yeah, no, that's all I got.
Okay. So let's talk about last week's. Let's just do a recap on last week's live that we did.
Wait a minute. Why does Kita say that she has receipts? Wait a minute. Why does she say that she has receipts?
I don't want to see them receipts. Kita, you had something. What? She was sick, and he had no choice but to be the loving husband and take care of his wife.
Oh man. Oh, you know what? Oh God. I'm gonna say this and then we go into our next topic. When I had Gianna and I was in the hospital, Victor got to see some things I would have girl, I'm talking about, like, he had to help me on. Yeah, never mind. He probably got a couple of receipts. He probably got a couple.
Listen,
I was sick
through
though.
sickness and health,
Yes,
until
that's right.
death do you part.
Yes, I was sick.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
You knocked me up. I didn't knock myself up. So whatever comes with it, you're gonna have to be there for me.
Yeah.
Think about those women don't have nobody there.
I know. So yeah, let's talk about last week when we visited the George Floyd Memorial.
Yeah, so I don't know if you all watched the video or not, or if you were live with us. I don't know, but it was a very overwhelming experience for me. And I appreciate being blessed. Did my son just curse?
What?
I'm sorry. I felt like I just heard him curse, and it kind of caught me off guard. I'm sorry. I can hear him upstairs. Okay. Anyway, I was just blessed to be able to go and experience that. And we found out first of all, our Uber and Lyft drivers came with all kinds of knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much.
All kinds of knowledge. Those were the best rides.
Yeah, they were.
And after we stopped filming and we went down to this one little shop, t-shirt shop. I wish we were still filming at that point, because he was so open about everything that was happening after the fact. Because we went down there and said, okay, 1 year later, this is what's happening. And, we saw all that. And of course, mostly everybody that was out there when we were filming were visiting.
Willie D.
Yeah, Willie D.
Yeah.
Mr. Willie D was telling us some stuff about what's happening in the community now.
Yeah.
1 year later. Yeah. And so that brings us to the whole defund the police conversation that we're going to embark on tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know, in the news for the past 2 days, there have been a lot of talk about defunding the police. And I wish that Sharita was on here too, because she could tell you firsthand with what defunding the police, what it would feel like if you got put in a place where there was no police, because she almost went to an area, but I know Sharita wasn't getting out anyway, but going to an area where the police, the police, ambulance, no one will come, no one will protect you. To me, I think that's the most horrible feeling. I would never want to live in that area. And we keep talking about, especially, I know after the George Floyd thing, we had so many people talking about, defund the police, defund the police. Do we really know what that would look like? First of all, I would like to know who's for defunding the police and who's not for defunding the police. What do you feel?
Well, personally, I feel like there should, I don't want to say defund them. I think they need to reevaluate where they're allocating their money, as far as ensuring that psychologists or psychiatrists or whatever is a part of their unit, have a few that's a part of the unit. So when they have those calls about someone in mental health issues, that they have a more responsible person or someone who's more equipped to deal with a mental health situation than the police officers are. I mean, and I just want to put out there that our police force, of all the police force throughout the whole world, we have the least amount of training in dealing with people, period. Whether it's good, like, period. So for me, I don't think that defunding, a complete defund is the thing. I think there should be a reallocation of funds to where they're not getting paid to do jobs that they're not equipped to do. They're barely equipped to be police officers. Is basically what I was saying earlier. They're barely equipped to be a police officer.
And I completely agree with you. And I think, like someone just said, retrain and learn how to de-escalate. But like I said, I've always said that the media portrays us as animals so much that it's like when they deal with us, sometimes they forget that we're human, and they don't really.
In the media's, I don't want to say their defense, but I am a little biased on our people sometimes too, depending on the area that I'm in.
But Toya, I believe that it's the media that makes us like that. Okay, my thing is, like I've always said, you right now at our apartments, the apartments that we live in now, the whole apartment building could burn down. It could be me and Quee sitting right there. Quee got on a bonnet, some slippers, and a tank and a wife beater. That news reporter gonna bypass me and go right on over there to Quee. And she gonna say, Quee, could you please tell us what happened here? Well, I ran out my as fast as I could. That they do that to us.
Oh Lord, it's a fire.
Yes. Ain't nobody got time for that. But do you know how many people there that spoke good English?
Kids, hide your wife. Hey, it's TV gold, and that's the reason why they do it.
And I understand, and we live in this reality 15-minute of fame world. And then the thing is, it's not just people wanting their 15 minutes of fame. These freaking news reporters, they want their 15 minutes of fame too. So they bypass the person with good sense, go right on over there to talk to the person that's stupid so that they can get their 15 minutes of fame because they're the ones who interviewed Quee. No, the media sets us up and our dumb butts fall for it every single time.
Okay, David says community policing and better initial recruit screening tools, human relations training.
Don't nobody want to be no police officer.
Listen, police officers don't want to be police officers.
Exactly.
The guy told us, Willie D told us, that there has been so many shootings, drive-bys in that same area, so many robberies, like so many things happening, and the police, because they're pissed about everything that's going on, they're not even coming to help. If they come, it's hours later. Oh, the fire truck can't get through here. If the cars can get through here, why can't the fire truck get through here? Because cars they're definitely getting through there.
Yes.
Why we can't make this roundabout? Why we can't change up the structure so we can leave this right here so everybody can remember what happened on that day? So why do we have to make it that big of a deal to where we're not policing, we're not protecting, we're not administering aid? Ever since that day that happened, no aid has been given to anyone out there.
And then let me tell you,
got people walking around with no cell phones, asking to call Grace. It's just a lot happening out there, and it's really crazy that that's the ramification of the police doing wrong. How does that equate? I don't know.
Okay, and David, you said community policing. the community don't want to get involved in anything. Do you know how many people have said here they have videos all the time of people getting robbed, getting mugged, getting beat down, and people just taking out their phones and recording and not helping. The community is slow. Just
yes, because we're not a village anymore.
No.
When you see little Pookie over there doing the wrong thing, you're not correcting little Pookie. You're allowing little Pookie to do whatever the hell he wants because you don't want little Pookie's parents in your face. You don't want to have to fight little Pookie. You don't want to have to fight his mama. You don't want to have to fight his grandma because all of y'all about the same age. You fall in between the mama and the grandma age. So that's just where we're at now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We can't leave it to the community. So you got to have the police there. But I feel like that there has to be better training. It has to be better training. And then, like you were saying, putting those people in place. When they say they have somebody acting erratic, they seem spacey.
Well, let me go shoot them.
Yeah, exactly. It's either drugs or they have the schizophrenic. It's one of the two. But you roll up there quick. They will roll up on you and be ready to kill you. And I just think that, again.
Do you remember the story about the doctor? He had the oh God, I can't remember what was wrong with the boy. He was a grown man. And he left whatever facility they were in, and his doctor went to get him. They was like, "Oh Lord, police out here, let me go get this boy." And he went out there with his hands up, and he was like, "He's my patient. He's my patient." And they shot the doctor, and the boy was the one that they called the police on.
Yes.
And the police officer's camera was still going. He was like, "Why did you shoot me, sir?" Still, after being shot, still got respect for the law.
Yeah.
He's still calm because he has no reason but to be calm because he's Black. And he asked him why he shot him, and he said, "I don't know. I don't know." Oh, you want to know something?
You remember that one Uber driver? What's his name? That was driving us to to Paisley Park, and he was sitting up there talking about that they have in their mind the Black men is gonna rape your women, take your do this all this stuff to you, and it's
that's also media. That was the media that had that out even back then, because we were talking about Tulsa and how everybody was already on edge about Black people and this, that, and the other.
Many grandmas
of today are different than grandmas of yesterday. Seems like these days, many grandmothers are more concerned with eating crab legs, smoking blunts, and drinking beer. Because that's what they were doing. And I know sometimes we say, "Oh, it's because they're young grandmas." My grandma was young when she was grandma too.
But it was a different time, then, Toya.
I understand that, but we can't use the excuse of the age. Most times people say, "Oh, it's the age." It's the age that makes a difference. But it's not the age, because the grandmas are still the same age now.
No, but it was the struggle. During that time, they had real responsibility.
Exactly. That's what I was going to get at. Like, it's not because of the age; it's because of the circumstances. The circumstances are different.
Okay,
because the grandmas are still the same. Yeah, the circumstances have just changed.
But yeah, he's right. A lot of the grandma, and then don't nobody want you to whoop their kids. Don't nobody want you to say anything to their kids. So
and most of the village is already messed up, and that's what I was talking about. Because before you go and be in little Pookie face over there, and you see him over there doing something he ain't got no business, you're gonna think about how crazy Pookie mommy is, and grandma, and great grandma, because you probably fall in between there in the age range with some of them. And just like they want to be ready to jump, you could be ready to jump too. Your son was over here showing his tail And I showed him, since you want to show your tail, this is what's going to happen. But instead of you beat him after I whooped him, you want to come in my face so I can beat you too.
Yeah. And so I don't know if a lot of people know that a lot of cities did defund the police, and where George Floyd,
I know damn well they ain't so. Come sit down.
What happened?
See, I think.
Hey, you guys. So I was
seriously.
I was upstairs cleaning my ear, and I got a
Who told
Q-tip
you to
stuck
clean
in
your
my
ear
ear
with a Q-tip? Seriously, Akil.
Oh my God.
You got it. Thank you.
Live TV, you see? He wanted his 15 seconds of fame. He got it. Being a parent. I could be a parent. I could be a TV host. I could be a baker because I'm in there baking cakes right now. I can do it all, baby. I can do it all. Come on, come through. I don't know no grandma like this one. No, let me stop. Okay, so back to what we were talking about.
There was an article. Yeah, I can believe it. It's okay. Because if my baby, I'm gonna tell you right now, Gianna rolling in here right now with anything, anywhere, I'm gonna be gone. And I'm going. So yes, I can believe it.
I'm gonna have to close it out.
Right.
Carlos said we are freezing.
Y'all are freezing. Okay. My bad.
I see.
There is an article that talks about all the cities, different cities that were defunding the police. I really didn't think that people were already doing it. But a lot of
Can
cities.
Y'all hear us?
Which one
Can
of us
y'all
is
hear
crazy?
us though? Can y'all hear us though? Is what I need to know. I guess not. They ain't say nothing. We froze, Marsha. We froze. This is the wrong answer. I'm looking at us froze. We just frozen. Your mouth open.
No, my mouth was open because it was really open. So I was sitting here looking at some of these different cities who had decided to defund the police. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but they can't. They're saying it's bad connectivity.
Now, who tried to use that big word?
David, why is connectivity a big word? Because that's exactly what it is. Connectivity. Anytime you're talking about the internet and being connected, it's definitely connectivity. I didn't know that was a big word.
I can't do this. Oh my God. Is it both of us?
Yeah, I'm looking at it like right here. Can you see it?
Oh my God. Our face is completely blurred out.
Yeah. Well,
that's a shame.
Damn shame what happened to that dog.
This is a mess.
Hot. Ham. Well.
I'm talking about like it's completely frozen. I'm watching it.
Yeah. Well, this has been Let's Talk About It with your girls. Victoria and Martha.
Maybe it's StreamYard. Look, our face just blurred all out.
Yeah. Looking like damn what's the is it alien?
Uh-huh.
Not alien. Not alien.
Predator.
Predator. Yeah.
And then I got them braids on, really looking like the Predator. Well, damn. Anyway. Well, this has been a wonderful episode of Let's Talk About It. I cannot believe that this did that. I'm talking about this has to be StreamYard. It has to be StreamYard.
I know, because I have my connectivity with my phone.
I'm talking about this is horrible. All you keep seeing is craziness. Girl, let's go and end this. And I'm about to send StreamYard a message.
Okay.
Well,
I'll be back.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we're gonna close it out. Just get off.
No, no, because they'll see the end of it. Oh my God, you're so funny.
They're not gonna see nothing because it's toe up.
Look, somebody said
exactly
y'all.
what is showing up.
Look, it said y'all frozen like frozen. Okay.
That's Kira.
Okay, so this has been another wonderful episode of Let's Talk About It. I am your host, Marsha E. Dudley.
And I am Etoya Lewis.
You know what? I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to play with you. Okay, so please make sure you like, subscribe. Elsa out this piece. You know what? Anyway.
Girl, close out. See y'all next week.
Good night. Like, subscribe on our YouTube channel with Etoya and Marsha. Let's talk. Something like that.
Let's talk about it with Etoya and Marsha.
That part. Have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Good night.